the Cardinals about to wrap up training camp. Is it just me, or is training camp getting quicker, going by faster and faster?
It's a lot shorter. When we first started out, it's like 2-3 weeks up in Flagstaff.
Yeah.
Remember those days?
I know. That was so much fun.
That was nice and cool.
Yeah.
Up in the pines.
Yeah.
Yep. Not anymore. It's about a week and a half, it seems like.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
But, I think also what's adding to that is the joint practices that they're having. That's almost an extension of camp. Also, like, it almost serves as an extra preseason game because, it gets monotonous, right? These guys, they start working out against the same guys over and over. The defense starts to know what the offense is going to run. So it's funny. We were just talking about both ASU and the Cardinals on Fox 10, and I took the tie off.
That's right.
Getting casual. We're talking Cardinals. What do you think about the Cardinals from what you've seen so far? Obviously, they went all in on defense in the offseason.
Well, the thing that I like that you just brought up is the joint practices. To me, yeah, you're not going to necessarily scrimmage as much or like a preseason game, but the individual drills I think are great. Marvin Harrison going up against a starting cornerback from another team, just to get those speed, the game speed reps, if you will. It's not necessarily the whole picture, but at least you're getting your part of it down so you can get your body ready for the season. I'm very optimistic about this team, and we've covered this Cardinals team for decades. We have, and you realistically, even as a fan, you know if the team has a chance or not. Like, I look at Major League Baseball sometimes, and I go, when the season starts, based on payroll, you can eliminate a third of the league. They're not going to make the playoffs. They have no chance. But to have, a team that's going to be in the race and in the hunt this year, I think it's going to be very exciting for fans. And it's amazing how things have changed because, like you said, we've been covering this franchise for decades. And in years past, back in the early 2000s, you would have to say, man, I want to see what the other teams are going to do when they cut players so we can get some of those players. Now the Cardinals are so deep, depth-wise, and they have so much talent. You're like, man, who are they going to cut? Because they got a lot of good players that they might have to let go. And that always wasn't the case here in the Valley. That, and also entertaining the possibility of maybe bringing Will Hernandez back, coming off an injury, who was absolutely outstanding at the guard position, unfortunately got hurt. But now if you bring him back, now somebody else loses a job. And then they go on the waiver. So, yeah, it's a trickle-down effect. But it is nice to have, like, the riches, as you'd say. Right. And it's funny because you mentioned Will Hernandez. He's a guy that brings a certain level of toughness, certain level of violence, right? He's a leader. He's a guy that's going to help immediately, not just talent-wise, but attitude-wise. And it's been cool to see so many fans show up for Cards Camp, right? They are loving it out there. It's nice to see the players also stay late and wait. They had a birthday card for Kyler Murray. His birthday's tomorrow, so the fans can't go tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the last practice, but, this was the last. It kind of felt like the last day of school. A lot of people out there. So I asked some fans about their training camp experience and what their expectations are for this team, and we got quite a few responses. Listen to this.
Training camp's been good. Glad that we haven't had injuries in a little bit, like the start of camp. 9 wins is what I have us at. Camp's been really good, but I think Zay Jones has stood out. Thank you, Richard.
What are your thoughts on the record? What do you think the Cardinals will do this year?
9 wins, my man. I'm thinking 9 wins, and let's get one playoff victory. Let's get one playoff.
What do you think about the team? How do you think they're going to do this year?
The rebuild has gone just as I thought it would take the third year before they'd really take off. This is the year. People that think I'm crazy when I say I think they're going to go 12-5 this year and win the West.
Is that right? Who's going to be the team MVP?
Oh, that's a tough one. MVP. I'd like it to be Marv or Trey. They're 2 stars, but on the defensive side, Will or Darius.
Nothing better than camp. Having this experience to bring my boys, see the players up front, have this, there's nothing like it. It's the best fans in the world, best stadium in the world. Defense looks scary. I think, Nolan this year and having Calais back as a mentor and a veteran in that locker room, I think it's going to make a big difference. And, Kyler looks like Kyler, and so I think we'll have a great year.
And you've made a lot of friends when you're out here.
Yeah, I've actually made a whole crew over here. We made friends from a family from Munich, Germany, who flew all the way out here. We got the Red Phantom in our group. It seems like every year we just keep picking up more and more people. But Cardinals fans, they're good people, and it's really easy to make friends.
And you got something special here for Kyler Murray?
Yeah, so this is part of a two-part sign. We got a big old sign that's going to say Happy Birthday, Kyler Murray. And then I also have a custom chessboard made for him.
What do you think about the season? What do you think they're going to do?
You know what? I drink the Kool-Aid, so I feel that they're going to be in the playoffs. I'd be very surprised if they're not. After this, we might even make a wager on it, but I'm drinking the Kool-Aid.
You got to tell me about the helmet here.
The helmet
that you have on.
The helmet, I got it in 1991. Joe Bugle, the head coach of the Cardinals, said we're gonna put him offense, put him on defense. We're going to war. So I bought a helmet. He was the first one to sign it right up here, and it's been to every playoff game the Cardinals have ever had, and the Super Bowl. I traveled all over the place. Kind of fun.
All right, remember Joe Bugle? We're gonna plug it in and go to war.
Plug it in and go to war. Yeah. I remember that.
Hey, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. I think the Cardinals are gonna, make the playoffs.
Well,
I think they're gonna make that next jump.
It's funny you talk about Kool-Aid, and that's kind of like an older person's drink. Like when we were kids growing up, I was watching you with that microphone, and it looks like folks at home, if you're looking at like the Bob Barker from The Price is Right. Now you got to tell people about this. He's got all these little gadgets and stuff.
I love gadgets.
But he'll bring him a little mic for his phone and a little mics, for the crowd, man of the people. I mean, you just get the job done. And that was earlier today.
Right.
Now you're here. You were just on the set. I mean, and then we've got Robbie and Blake up in Tontozona and Megan out getting Kyler Murray at practice. I mean, we're like Visa. We're everywhere you want to be.
I love it, right? And like you mentioned, the team is out there. Megan caught up with Kyler Murray. More on that later tonight. It's his birthday tomorrow. Got Robbie and Blake tag teaming ASU up at Camp T. And Robbie with a good report on the first official day, right? Because they went up yesterday after the morning practice, but today was the first practice up at Camp T.
Pads, yeah.
So far, so good. Listen to this.
Fall camp heating up out here at Camp T for the Sun Devils, and perhaps no position battle is tighter right now than the running backs. Raleek Brown, Kyson Brown, and Kanye Udo all battling for those all-important first-team reps. And when the full pads came on up here at Camp T, that's when the guys can really start kind of separating themselves.
In practice, we get a lot of tag-offs and a lot of, just thud-ups, but I think you get to see the real intensity of running backs when we get in that pass. So it's good to see, a little intensity ramped up in practice today.
Do you welcome that with full contact, even in its practice? Do you kind of relish that a little bit?
Absolutely. That's a part of the game. I think a lot of people forget, just people have to tackle us. So it's something that I enjoy. I enjoy breaking tackles and making people miss and stuff like that. So I think that's a lot of football that gets missed in the midst of practices and stuff like that. So I think it's always good just to, get a little contact in here and there.
Different. We ran some similar things out of shotgun, like inside zone, but there's differences that I had to polish up on and just learn and just get my reps in and get my comfortability in. So just being able to get that feel for it, be able to feel comfortable running the ball in this offense and just, being able to go out there and not think and just have fun and play football.
And it's been interesting, Richard, talking to some of those guys after practices. Despite the intense competition and the kind of lack of first-team reps for some of the guys, it doesn't seem to be bleeding off the field. The guys still very much seem to be supporting each other and cheerleading each other's successes. That is a testament to the culture Kenny Dillingham has built here with the Sun Devils. With the Sun Devils up here at Camp T, I'm Robbie Baker, Fox 10 Sports.
Yeah, and that's cool. Good character guys, right? You got to root for each other. You still got to compete. It's healthy to compete, right? Competition at position. But, it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. I think the kid from Army could be the guy that ends up separating himself. But I think to start, it could be a running back by committee type of situation.
Oh, absolutely. But you want to talk about being bullish on a team. We asked about the Cardinals and how we think they're going to do. This ASU team is loaded.
I know.
And they have a lot of players that are returning, even on the too deep chart. So you have people that have been in the system, and Kenny doesn't strike me as a guy that's going to let up at all. And he's got these kids motivated. And that's the thing. In Arizona, we're so used to what's going to happen? What's the fallout? Because we always have these expectations like the Diamondbacks this year. And then, injuries take over. There's nothing you can do about it. But there's something about this team. Can you imagine, we talked about being everywhere. If the Cardinals make a playoff run, ASU makes a run to the college football playoff again, we're going to have to be everywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's going to be good problems to have, that's for sure. Yeah. And you talked about this ASU football team. I was at a practice earlier in the week. Man, they look sharp, and they're running from drill to drill. The pace is great, and the energy's there. The coaches are barking. They had 11 NFL scouts at ASU.
When's the last time we've said that?
I know.
I think the last time I remember a ton of scouts being was like a Terrell Suggs running the 40 here, after the combine. You know, I mean, you just don't see that, but that's just a testament to Kenny and what he's building, and guys like Sam Leavitt for coming back, not chasing the money, you know, and you know, Jordyn Tyson.
Exactly.
Those two guys will be first-round picks most likely.
Right, and it's also going to help other kids because scouts are going to show up to see Sam Leavitt or Jordyn Tyson, but they're like, hey, what's up with this lineman? What's up with this linebacker? What's his name? And all of a sudden they get on NFL coaches' radar or scouts' radar. And also, even if they don't, if you're a college kid and you see NFL scouts out there, you're going to put a pep in your step.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And that helps the team as a whole.
Oh, absolutely. You know, you're going to want to show out for those NFL scouts because they don't know who you are.
Exactly.
If you're not a Sam Leavitt, Jordyn Tyson, or one of the main guys,
right?
You know, they're not, like you said, they're not looking at you. But then all of a sudden, you go well in a drill, and they're like, okay, wait, let's look at this guy. And then, oh, wait, what is he? Oh, he's a sophomore. Oh, okay, let's just earmark him and then keep tabs on him for the next couple years. Then all of a sudden, maybe that guy gets drafted, and then it's a revolving door. And that's what I hope ASU becomes, being a graduate, you know, in Sun Devil. I would love to see them be consistent.
You look like a coach with the shirt on.
I know, I'm telling you.
You got the shirt, you got the logo.
It's day one of camp. You got to be ready to go.
Coach Ballard, I love it.
You have to be ready to go.
And, you know, you talked about, you know, the guys going to the NFL. Cam Scatterboo with the Giants. He was off to a great start in camp. He was doing well, but lately he has a hamstring, and he had a setback. And I was thinking that knowing him, he probably tried to hurry up and get back, and he came back too early. And the only bummer about that is that, you know, those things can linger. So I hate to, you know, end on bad news, but the fact is, you could tell, though, he deserves to play at that level.
Yeah.
You can tell that the Sun Devils have NFL caliber talent.
100%.
And I'm telling you, Sam Leavitt and Jordyn Tyson, they look absolutely fantastic.
Yep, and that's only one speed he knows, Scatterboo.
Yeah, exactly.
All out, running to the wall. If I get hurt, I get hurt. But, you know, I am excited to see what he can do in the league.
Yeah, and I'm kind of that way, too. Mark, he has to tell me, slow down, man. Take a day off.
He's everywhere.
But
He's everywhere.
I love it.
You got the voice back, though.
Yeah, the voice is back. I'm back. And, of course, we'll have much more Fox 10 Talks next week. Thanks for watching, because you know me, I'm going to keep talking.